Good morning, guys. How's it going? We are back. All right, guys, we are back. Braden's hanging out in my sweater because it's super cold. Tell them what we did last night.
Went to a dance.
We went to a dance. So Brayden plays football, and in the league that he plays for, they have a scholastic banquet for kids who do very well. Hold on.
I'm just gonna hold it.
No. For kids who do very well in school, they get recognized, they get an award, they get to go up on stage and stuff like that. So we went to that. It was super fun. It was nice to get like fancy with him, and of course we're super proud of him for doing so good in school, because that's super important. And then he's got his playoff game tonight, so we're super excited for that. He's gonna win. And the way that playoffs work, if you don't know, if they win tonight, they move on and play again. If they don't, then they're done for the season. Which is a bummer, but we're really hoping that they win. They've beat this team before. Obviously, that doesn't mean that they're going to beat them tonight, but we really hope they do. What are you doing? You're nuts. I gotta get my breakfast made. Ellie's over here eating an apple. Girl! She loves just going to town on an apple. Obviously, she's supervised, but she loves it. Is that good? Yummies, huh? This one's listening to his favorite song. Guys, it is like almost 4 o'clock and I've done nothing today. I took a nap with Ellie and that was it. But I wanted to talk to you guys. I have to get ready. We got to get ready to go to Braden's game soon, so I need to get ready for the day at 4 o'clock. But I wanted to talk to you guys. I filmed this last week while I was getting ready for Braden's game. Just kind of like an update on my teeth and my denture process and things like that. But if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I had planned to vlog for the day last week. And then I got a call that my grandma was going to pass away. And I really found it just hard to vlog after that. It was my grandma that was my mom's mom. And last Sunday, the day that she passed away, was my mom's 6-year death anniversary. So that was just a bad day for me, honestly. I gotta get ready, so I'm gonna look this way. I didn't call my grandma as much as I should have, and I still feel really bad about that. I mean, obviously there's nothing I can do to change that now. But I just was not, I don't know. But that was a really rough weekend for me. I did film a video on how my mom died. If you guys are interested in that, you guys can go ahead and look back. I'll link it down below for you guys. That way you guys can kind of see the story behind that, because that's been, I mean, that was huge for me. So yeah, so I didn't film last weekend like I had planned. I did film, I just didn't finish filming and I deleted it. So I had already filmed this for you guys and I wanted to get it out a little bit sooner for you guys, but I couldn't. And I need to find my dry shampoo. My life is like a mess right now. I can't find anything. So I just didn't film that, or I couldn't finish filming. I'm sorry about the lighting, it's awful. Our lights still are not fixed. So we've been using a plug-in, which I guess I could turn that on, huh? I've been using this big guy. There, that's a little bit better. Guess I could have turned that on, huh? But yeah, so update on my dentures. So first I want to start with like how I did after having my teeth removed, because I never updated you guys on that. Sorry. So I talked about the actual procedure. It wasn't terrible. I certainly would not recommend it without the laughing gas, or I wouldn't do it without the laughing gas, because that really helped calm me down. When we got there, it's kind of in an area where my phone kind of stops working and I don't get Wi-Fi. So I originally brought my headphones so that I could listen to music, and they worked until he started the procedure. And as soon as he started the procedure, I couldn't listen to my music anymore. It just stopped. And so he had music playing in the background, but it wasn't, I just didn't want to hear the sounds of like the cracking and like the drilling, because he did have to drill a little bit and stuff like that. Like, I didn't want to hear any of that. And so I brought my headphones and it quit working. So without the laughing gas, I think I probably would have had a harder time. It really made me, it made me feel like I was high. Honestly, like I felt like I had smoked or something, but I don't know. It was nice. It helped. It wears off right away. They have you sit there for 10 minutes on oxygen, and the effects go away like immediately. So that's nice, because you can drive yourself there if you want to. I wasn't sure, so I had Brandon drive me since it had been so long since I had laughing gas. I had Brandon drive me there, and he picked me up, but I could have drove home easily. It wears off right away. The numbing, the Novocaine, however, does not, which was the most annoying part. That and the gauze that you have to keep in your mouth afterwards. So you have to keep gauze in your mouth for about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on how much you're bleeding. Once you're done like consistently bleeding, you can take it out. But it is so disgusting, and that's my least favorite part, is it just tastes disgusting, and you have to take it out and you're drooling everywhere, and it's just, it was nasty. And that is my, I always pick the worst angles for filming, guys. That was the worst part for me. Just, it was gross. I don't know. And then you guys know how I felt at the day of. It wasn't too bad. I wasn't in a ton of pain. It just was not that bad. And then I have to say my pain got a lot worse the next day. About halfway through the day, I was fine. I was doing great. And then I just, like, out of nowhere had, like, all this pain. And I'd say that that lasted from day 2 to day 6. He did prescribe me Vicodin, but since I'm breastfeeding, I just didn't want to risk it. I had a lot of people, commenting and telling me that I could take it, and that, you know, they took pain meds after surgery or delivery or something like that, and I appreciated that, but I didn't want to take it because, one, I have the kids by myself while Brandon is at work, and sorry, hold on. Totally off topic. My dad's girlfriend gave me this, and I love it. This, like, rose spray. It feels so good on my skin. I use it every day. It feels so good. It smells so good. It just, I love it. So good. Anyways, so I have the kids by myself, and I have to drive. So, one, I didn't want to be drowsy and have to try and nurse Ellie, and not be able to do it, or I didn't want to be unsafe. And then I also have to drive. So I didn't want to be on pain pills trying to drive around. So I didn't want to take it for that reason. And then another reason I didn't want to take it is they say that if you're going to take pain medicine like that, if you're going to take a narcotic. Mommy, what? Can I go potty? Yeah. They say that if you're going to take a narcotic while breastfeeding, you have to watch your baby for certain signs and symptoms. So you have to make sure that they're not too lethargic, that they don't quit breathing, and things like that. And that's just not something that I wanted to do. It just wasn't worth it to me. So I just stuck it out. I sucked it up and I dealt with it. It really sucked and I was in a lot of pain. But I knew that eventually it would just be done. And then eating was so frustrating. I lived off of like avocados and eggs for the longest time. I could eat French fries, which was nice because I love French fries. Potatoes. I love potatoes.
Hey, Mommy.
Hi, baby.
Can I?
When I'm done. Potatoes, mashed potatoes, things like that I could eat, but it was really hard. And I was really frustrated because I love to eat. And Brayden, it's football season, so we eat out more than we normally would, kind of. And we go to dinner with the team quite often, and I couldn't really eat very much, and it was so frustrating. But I got through it. It's over, and I'm doing fine. I'm healing well. I just had my 6-week checkup yesterday. I was gonna take you guys along, but I just didn't vlog yesterday. What?
You're the bestest, and I'm the bestest, and Sissy's the bestest, and we're the bestest, and Ted's bestest.
Yes, we're all the bestest. Huh?
Curious my pants.
You need help?
Yeah.
There you go, you're good. So I didn't vlog yesterday because I didn't like film there because I didn't vlog at all, and I didn't want to just have footage from there. So I went there yesterday. So I walked in there knowing that I was going to be discussing a different treatment plan. I talked to Brandon, and I just kind of decided that now that we're getting closer to dentures, I'm really nervous. The teeth that I have now are not the really bad ones. The really bad ones were the ones in back, and those were the really broken ones. I do have one broken one left, and then I have one right here that's a little bit tiny chipped, like a little chipped. And then the other ones just need fillings, which I can do. The reason that we were going to go with dentures is, one, most of my top teeth needed to be pulled. Number two is cost. It is way more expensive to fix your teeth than to pull them and get dentures. And honestly, I don't have a lot of extra money. Unfortunately, I just don't, and I don't have the thousands of dollars to pay, that it would cost me to fix everything. So in my mind, it was like, well, sorry, I have to pull them. And, while I was kind of excited about that because it's something that I had been thinking about for a really long time, since I had those teeth pulled and kind of felt what it's like to have difficulties eating and things like that, it made me nervous. And so I wanted to ask him if there was any chance that we could save my teeth. So I walked in there, and his assistant was like, okay, well, let's get your impressions done since we're going to be doing your denture here in a couple months. And I was like, wait. So I felt bad because I felt like that difficult patient that's like changing everything on you. But I honestly didn't go into that appointment knowing that we were doing impressions. I thought we were just doing like a standard post-op, and then I had a cleaning after. Turns out that was not the case. So I let her know, like, I'm so sorry, but I wanted to talk to him to see if there's like any chance that we can save what's left. And so she got him. He was great about it. He did agree with me that keeping my own teeth would be best. But he did, tell me, like he had said before, that it's going to be way more expensive. But I just decided that I would work on it and work towards it and hopefully get there. So, change of plans. We're not getting dentures, guys. As of right now, we are working towards fixing my teeth. And, hold on. I'm not putting makeup on today. I don't want to. So, we are going to work towards fixing my teeth. And I'm honestly, like, I'm excited for it. I'm nervous. It's going to cost me a whole lot of more money, and I'm going to go on a rant here for a minute. Money is the biggest reason that I had my other teeth pulled. They were bad. Most of them were not fixable. So I don't regret pulling those teeth at all. There's no regret there at all, but my insurance has maxed out. So for the remainder of the year, my insurance is maxed out. My insurance will not cover anything else. So if I need to have anything done this year, I have to pay for it out of pocket. Now I posted this on Instagram. So guys, again, if you're not following me on Instagram, head over, follow me on Instagram because I post everything on Instagram first, literally. I post on there daily. So if you're not following me on Instagram, you guys are going to miss stuff. I don't know, but I'll link it here, and then I'll also link it below like I always do. So So follow me on Instagram. But I had some people yesterday when I mentioned this just say, just wait until next year. And of course I am going to wait until next year for some of my treatment. But I have the one tooth. So I have one tooth that needs a root canal, and the other ones just need fillings. Now, the concern with the root canal is if I pay for it out of pocket, it's going to be $714. I don't qualify for care credit or any type of credit card. My credit is terrible, which is something that me and Brandon are going to be working on in the next year, so that eventually we can buy something and have our own home. So that's something that we're working towards, but right now I don't qualify for like a credit card or anything to kind of help me out. They also don't do any financing, and I have to pay for everything before it's done. So it would cost me $714. If I wait until January, I risk losing the tooth, because if it gets more decayed and damaged, then they won't be able to save it. So part of me wants to say, well, it's the middle of October. It's only 2.5 months. I'll just, make sure I'm taking extra care. Like if I have to brush 5 times a day, I'll brush 5 times a day. But I also don't know if I want to wait that long. I don't know. So anyways, it just sucks that everything is so expensive. Just in general, like medical care, dental care. This is why people avoid going in and getting treatment for things that they need treatment for, especially those people without insurance. I really feel for you guys if you don't have insurance, because it sucks. I'm lucky enough that my husband's employer provides insurance, and he has us and the kids on there. It's expensive as fuck, but I mean, you have to have it. Otherwise you're paying all this money, and if you can't pay it, then you don't get treatment. And it makes me so mad, because there's like dying people out there. There's kids out there that can't get treatment, and I don't know. It makes me mad. So I'm frustrated with that. But I know that everything will work out. It's okay. My total cost is going to be, if I do it with insurance benefits, it's like $1,500. So I think I really don't have a choice but to wait. I don't want to pay $700. I'm not going to be able to save up $700 before the end of the year anyways, especially with holidays coming up. I'm just not going to be able to do it. So I just don't think there's any way. So I am going to wait until next year, but I'm excited that we are not going the denture route. But that's where we are. I'm excited for it. I'm very thankful that I found this dentist, because he actually listens to me, and then he gives me his true, honest advice, but also understands what I want. And I feel like I haven't really had that in a dentist. Yeah, I better go get Ellie. She's freaking out. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, we gotta get ready for Braydens' game. We're getting ready to like head out the door, but it's 57 degrees out right now. It's kind of windy, and out where the field is, it's always windier than it is by our house. Say hello. So we're preparing for it to be like super cold. So we have Braydens' regular football bag that we put his stuff in, and then I always use the bag that we had from last year, and I pack like sweaters and stuff, hats, blankets, and there's a bunch of blankets in Brandon's car or truck from practice. So look at our tree though, guys. It's so pretty during fall. Once the leaves start to change, look how pretty. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, we are here, and Ellie is ready to go. Huh. Are you ready? It is freezing. My sister's here, gotta find her. And my dad's coming, which is exciting. Brayden gets super excited when people come out and watch him, so. Oh, it's so cold, guys. So cold. Good thing I have like 1,000 blankets. Okay, let's see.
Ready, guys?
Let's go, Raiders! Come on, Brayden, hold the ball. Go, Brayden, go, go, go! Hold the ball, hold the ball! Go, Gio, go, Gio! Go, Brayden, go, baby, go! Go, baby, go! Woo! Hit him, Brayden!
Literally, every inning, Lily got up to bat because they went through the whole entire lineup. But at the end of the game, like fourth inning,
Yeah, Raiders!
Eyes up. Boys, Bowie! Good job, boys. You guys played your hearts out. I'm proud of you guys.
Clap it up.
Good job, boys. Let's go. You guys, I got nothing to say, man. I'm very
Good game,
proud.
boys. Good game, man. Just say, I'm proud of you guys. Let's have another good practice this week, and let's go do it again next week, all right?
Hey, boys, what do we say to our parents? Louder than that. Hey, I'm proud of every single one of you guys. That was a great game.
Good
Now let's go get the next one. Understood?
Yes, go!
You guys, Jeremy?
Good game, guys. Hey, we won this first one. We got 2 more, right?
Yes, go!
All right. Have fun this weekend, but be ready next week. We got to get ready for the next one.
Yes, go!
Okay, guys, let's call out loud and proud. Let's go. Let's go, loud and proud. Come on. You guys ready?
Yes, go!
Raiders on me. Raiders on 3.
1, 2, 3, Raiders!
Next week,
Good job, Raiders. Good job, baby.
Excuse me, sir.
Hey, go, go, go. He's coming over.
Did you see me when I ran the ball?
Yeah.
Brayden!
Yeah, buddy. Way to get that touchdown, bud.
Good game, Lynn.
Are you gonna smile? What am I? Chocolate?
Nico, sit.
Yeah, I want a selfie.
You guys want me to take a picture of all you guys?
Well, yeah. Come on, I'm all in.
The other round, Brayden. Come
All right, guys. It is 11:18, and we just got home. It was a great game. We went to eat after. We went to Pizza Plus with some of the teammates and coaches, which we normally do. Great game. We won 40-0. It was a playoff game, which means since we won, we move on to play another team. If we had lost, we would be done. But we won 40-0. Brayden got a touchdown. He got a sack, a couple tackles. It was a really good game. I'm happy that they won. So I'm tired. We're gonna get ready for bed now. If you guys aren't subscribed already, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Instagram. Like I've said 1,000 times already, I post on Instagram first, so make sure you guys are following me on there. And we will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.